Good morning. It's Sunday, August 31st. And today I want to talk about something that is distressing me, to put it mild. And that is the problem that we have with our president. President Donald Trump does what he wants without even consulting his advisors. He claims I have the right to do anything I want to do. Many of this week's action, from trying to fire the governor of the nation's independent central bank to canceling billions in international aid that Congress mandated, underscore the situation that Trump is putting his country in. So this young woman, Kim Shepler, who studies the rise and falls of democracy at Princeton University, said Trump's flurry of activity reminds her of the everything, everywhere playbook that autocrats use to distract people from the broader attack on democratic institutions. There's been so much happening in the Trump administration this week that there's too much to tell you about. But here is one thing. Here's what else happened under the increasingly busy Trump administration this week. The nation's disease control agency is imploding under Robert Kennedy's vaccine skepticism. There is a revolt going on at the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention under the Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s controversial health position, most notably his stance on vaccine. He's the nation's top health official, and Kennedy's attempts to undermine decades of vaccine science are numerous, including trying to restrict who is eligible for coronavirus vaccines this season. And he's appointed vaccine deniers to review immunization safety. This week, Trump's pick to lead the CDC lost her job trying to block some of Kennedy's policies. Our evidence-based systems are being undermined from within, lawyers for the fired CDC Director Susan Menares asserted. Other CDC leaders resigned to protest. They accused Kennedy of making Americans less safe by valuing misinformation over science. They are also worried that without Menares, there aren't any roadblocks to Kennedy. I am not sure who the secretary is listening to, but it's quite certainly not us, said one former CDC leader, written in a resignation letter. I could not be part of the weaponization and politicization of the CDC, another told the Washington Post. Vaccines save lives. This is an indisputable, well-established scientific fact, another said. Recently, the overstating of risks and the rise of misinformation have cost lives, as demonstrated by the highest number of U.S. measles cases in 30 years, and the violent attack on our agency. Kennedy and his allies at the CDC could vote to undo many vaccine recommendations, those that could be effective on newborns, Vaccines for RSV, a life-threatening respiratory infection for infants. Hepatitis B, which can cause liver failure and cancer. On the vaccine policy, the worst is yet to come, warns the emergency physician and Washington Post columnist Leanna S. Wen. So what has Trump done by appointing Kennedy to destroy the nation's medical system? We need somebody to oversee whatever the president does. And Trump is going to seek stakes in U.S. businesses? He's going to destroy this country. He's already destroying our health system. What else could he get his hands on? It's something that we have to watch very carefully right now going on. Believe me, if the people in this country get sick and Robert Kennedy is in charge of being healthier, we are in big, big trouble. So I leave you with that this morning. A distressing announcement, but necessary for you to all recognize what's going on. So try and have a great day. Take care. Bye.